God, why did I ever move this? I have spent 15 minutes trying to get this stupid thing working. Oh, go back in your place. You're supposed to point that way. Oh my God, this is infuriating. Stop it! Oh. Alright, you're good there. Good Lord. Welcome back to another episode of the Kerrnel Does Feed the Beast. We are on the Trek Ultimate server. Oh, good to be back in a new episode. Thank you for joining us today. So, in the last episode, I had not shown you what was down this way. So let's go down there and show you what I have made. I have made a little bit of an an observation room. We got the sky here mimicked by the light blue wool, and we've got some walls put in here. I may put some barrels around here, and I'll show you why momentarily. So we got some grass in here, and we got a nice palm tree. And yes, the top of the palm tree is supposed to be flat. And we are using clear glass to observe. And then down here we have a little bit of a gate. And these are actually skystone bricks. I can't remember where I saw this. Oh, I know where it was. It was on Brandon and Great Order's base. They've got a neat little setup. And they were using some of these bricks, and they look pretty cool, and they go pretty well with the iron bricks. So I thought I'd use those, and I like the decision. So what am I going to use that area for? Well, I have been messing around with the Culture Vat, and we have DNA. Look at all that stuff. So we've got a bunch of different dinosaurs that we can make. A Pachycephalosaurus. I have no idea what that is. Brachiosaurus. I sort of have an idea what that is. An Ankylosaurus. They're probably little ankle biters. And then we have dodo DNA. These are the birds. And these are mammoths. And then we have Mosasaurus. So we got a bunch of different guys. And I think there's actually mammal DNA. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not even sure how the dodo... I think the dodo and the mammoth, possibly the mammal. I don't know. You're supposed to be able to use something to inject it into an actual mammal, and it grows like an alien. But I need to learn a bit more about that. But in the meantime... we have a... There it is. A Dinopedia. And the Dinopedia is made with a book and a DNA of any kind. And so I had a couple of extra DNA, so I combined it with a book, and I have a Dino DNA. You cannot read it, but you do use it in some recipes and things. And in particular, you can use it to incubate some eggs, I believe. So, maybe not incubate, that's probably the wrong word. You can use it to monitor the growth of a particular egg. So, we have a Pachycephalosaurus, and we are going to stick that in a culture vat. So the DNA, I believe, comes out of biofossils in the analyzer, and then when you stick them in the culture vat, there's a possibility that they can turn into a Pachycephalosaurus egg. So we will let that run, and as soon as it is complete, we will pop back. Well, that's one failure. Let me quickly get a new one. Oh, man. Let's see. I think it actually dropped some iron, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it did. So when the culture vat breaks, it drops part of the ingredients that it used to make it. So we need to put one of those there, and we need to have glass, and we need a bucket of water. All right. So the good thing here is that we can reuse our bucket to grab the water again in case we need to make another one, which we probably will. And we plop that down, go over to Bessie, get a bucket. And it also gives us back the DNA, so it's kind of pointless. I mean, it takes a long time. I mean, it took... Until it exploded, it was probably up to this point here, maybe about 2/3. And that was roughly 2 to 3 minutes. So it takes about 4 minutes, I think, to go through the full cycle. I'm actually going to try and time it just to see. So let's see if we can get through a full cycle here. Okay. We're 2 for 2. Oh, man. All right. Get another one in there. Okay, we're getting really close on this one. I did go back and check the wiki, and the Dinopedia is... I just wanted to make sure I got that right. The Dinopedia is not used for what I said about incubating or anything like that. It's actually used to check the information on the dinosaur and on the egg itself. So we'll have an opportunity to do that in a second, I hope. So close. So close. And it was at least 4 minutes, probably closer to 5. It doesn't. It's a significant wait, which makes it even more annoying because of the high failure rate. It usually fails around halfway through, or 2/3 of the way through, which is, I mean, that's a few minutes out of your life. All right, there we go. Pachycephalosaurus egg. Awesome. So let us see if we can go get this thing to grow. So we will stick this guy down here. Okay, so I don't know what kind of dinosaur this is. Okay, so there we go. It is on the ground. So you can't interact with it. Oh, you can. You can pick it back up. All right, so let's click the Dinopedia book on it. Right click. So it is warm. Progress is 0 of 100. I wonder if that's because it needs sunlight. Didn't even think of that. Huh. Well, that would not be good. Kind of defeat the purpose of having this room here. So this is, I guess, maybe is not going to be the hatchery. What the hell's a butterfly doing in here? So let's use the actual pathway that we built. So let's see if we can get this guy up here. So if we stick him on the ground, then we right click. Aha! So it does require sunlight, or perhaps a transparent block. So this room is not going to work for that. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So maybe, I've been doing some testing. Ignore that. I think I have a safari net. I do. Alright. So let's see. So the egg moved, which is cool. Alright, so we'll pop back here when we're closer to 100%. So I'm a doofus. I thought I'd been recording all this time, and apparently I haven't been. I didn't get back in time before the 100% happened. So we hatched our little buddy here, our Pachycephalosaurus, and so when we right-click this guy, and we do have to hatch him above ground, and we use the safari net to grab him. And so we can get information on him. So he's 0 days old. He's got 22 health. And he's got 400 hunger. So this guy is a herbivore. There's no meat showing up here. So he can also eat ferns. But because we are underground, even though there's leaves here, if this was above ground, we could plant the fern around it. And it would grow around. And this guy would eat the fern. But because we have solid blocks up there with the wool and we're underground, we can't plant the ferns, but we can use a feeder. And the feeder is, I'll grab the feeder recipe here. Very simple recipe. And we can stick some apples in here for the herbivores, or we could stick meat in there to feed the carnivores. But in this case, we just need the apples, so we'll stick some apples in here. And it actually has an inventory that it remembers. So our little buddy is probably going to be eating some of this anytime soon. And these guys can detect this thing from 6 blocks away. Yep, he's already fed. So I tried putting this thing underground, so at like flush with the ground. But it doesn't work. So you actually have to place this above ground for the dinosaurs to feed on it. I think from an aesthetic point of view, it would probably be better, aesthetically, to stick it in the wall. But if we're going to have more than one dinosaur in here, it's probably better to put it central in the room. So that's fine. We'll just stick it in the middle of the room here. So there's 75, 78 for the herbivores. So this guy, I guess it's a 1-for-1 based on his hunger. So they'll just walk by, grab what they want, and they're good to go. So we are going to probably get, and I think these guys actually grow, so they don't always stay that size. But I'm going to grab or put a request in to have so Kerrnel Logistics has a deep storage unit that's got like 214,000 apples in it, which should feed all of the herbivores just fine. So we will bring that over here, and we'll have to figure out a way to automatically get those into this. And I think the only way to do that is with a hopper. Which will look really ugly. So maybe we can put a little feed hut or something in here. I don't know. Maybe we can do something like that. Stick a couple of hoppers in here going into central. I think we can make a little feed hut. That'd be kind of cool. So I'll think about that. And meanwhile, I'll get that prepared and sent over, and we'll be back in a sec. All right, I hear you. So we have, I think, just to be quick and dirty about it, I think what we'll do is we'll stick the hopper here, and we'll stick one there. I think that should work. And then we will stick the DSU on top, and the down is going to be out. Okay, so this should fill up. Oh man, are you kidding me? None of it works? It'll suck the inventory out of it. Why can't it put the inventory in it? Oh man. Well, if that's not going to work, no point in doing that. Let's see if it works on top. Nope. Sure doesn't. Well, crudoles, man. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, well, I guess then what we're going to have to do is manually fill it, and we'll just have to put the DSU here so this we can easily grab it, and just have to manually keep this guy full. That's tedious, but I guess we'll have to live with it. Let's fill this guy up. One more. Okay, so he's got a surplus. We're good to go there. So maybe we are going to have to set up some sort of processing for steak. Or actually, we might end up having to do a chicken farm anyway. Because I believe the carnivores will take eggs or meat. And I don't want to set up a huge breeding system. I guess we could do that with the MFR breeders, but I think it might just as well be easier to just have the chickens just lay eggs and just put a sound muffler in it. So we have... Oh, no. Go away. Thank you. Alright, so we have Bessie up here. And we've got a sound muffler just under her butt to keep her sounds muffled. So, how do I want to do that? I don't want to have her on concrete. I think that's tacky. So, maybe. Man. I mean, it's not very humane to stick a chicken in a wall, but I might do that. I may just do that. Actually, you know what? I could probably stick the chicken here. I'll put a little 2x2. Oh, you know what? Is the hallway here? No, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is. Crap, that's right. The stairs is here. Oh, nuts. How am I going to do this? Well, I guess... Oh, you know what? I've got a perfect solution. I have a perfect solution. So, we've got our apples here. So, why don't I just dig a little hole here, and we'll have our chickens, little raised chicken coop, and they're going to be on a bed of hoppers that feed into a DSU right here that has steak in it that we can just grab and stick in here. Or not steak, eggs. We're not going to cook the chickens, but we are going to stick a muffler in there somewhere. So let me go grab the materials for that, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I had a little bit of a crash there, so we are back. So we are going to stick our DSU here, and I think what I want to do... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? God. Oh, help me, man. Oh, nuts. Alright, so I guess the chicken coop goes on the other side. Alright. And we're going to stick him down here. Alright, we'll stick our deep storage unit down here. How many days old are you, dude? Is it your birthday yet? No, but you're not feeding? Huh. Okay. So I want to kind of have the coop sort of hidden, but not. So we are going to stick the hopper here, or at least one of them anyway. I don't know how my inventory got all messed up. Alright. So we will have some of those noises are absolutely hilarious. Sounds like he's trying to, well, we're not going to be rude. Okay, so chickens. Nope. Nope. Man, so I guess we're going to have to stick the hoppers here. We can't have grass. We can't have nice things. Oh, that kind of bites. Alright, so hopper and a hopper. So I guess this is gonna have to be cobblestone down here, and we'll just put a nice wall in here. Shall we? I think we shall. Actually, I don't need that there, but I do need these, and these. And do I have any more? Please say I do. I do. Okay. And oh, you know what? I didn't put the muffler in there. Let's stick it back here. And there's the muffler. And this is just your normal sound muffler. Note block surrounded by wool. No biggie. Stick that back there, so that'll muffle the sound. Oh, you know what? That'll muffle that sound too. Oh. So the muffler goes 8 blocks. So we want 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Muffler. Okay. And that should muffle the chickens. Yeah, don't hear anything. Don't hear anything. Aha! Sweet. Okay. So we've got our chicken coop there. And we will clean that up in a minute. I guess we probably could put some lights in here, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. We need to set the direction for this. So this is the west. So west is in, and the rest are out. Not that it matters. Alright, get all that stuff out of there. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Fence. So we'll have to put a fence in here. I'm going to go grab a couple of chickens and stick them in here and have them start generating some eggs. Oh, no. Get back here. Alright, there we go. We got 4 chickens in there. And let us see if they have not... Well, I guess they haven't laid any eggs because they haven't been here long enough. Alright, so I don't want to have the fence there. Get out of there. Dude, move. Are you serious? No! Oh! Force a habit. Stupid. Stupid chickens. Alright, you know what? No! Dude! What are you doing? Oh, you crackhead. I should call you Rob Ford. Oh, he is growing up. Wow, that's kind of cool. I see you. You're just waiting. There we go. Oh, get out of there, dude. There we go. No! What are you doing? Buzz off! Oh my god. This is... I hate chickens. I despise chickens. Oh god. Right, you know what? Put that there. Make it a little easier to get to. Why didn't I do this in the first place? Dingleberry. There. Lay an egg. Stupid thing. Oh, golly. I may have to put a chunk loader in this area here just to keep things going. Let's see how our little buddy's doing. He is warm. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look into that. So he is feeding, which is good. I think he's feeding. Maybe. Just that grunt is just not natural. All right. So we are getting... Let me make sure that this is pointed the right way. Yeah, it is. All right. So we're good, and I just need to have more patience. And once we get some eggs generated here, we'll stick... actually, you know what? I can probably stick the chicken in here. Oh, I can. But he is still a herbivore. Yeah. Still a herbivore, so I guess he will feed when he needs it. Cool. So, we will... I guess that's about it for the chicken thing. I may stick a light in there, I don't know. I'm mad at them right now, so they can sit in the dark. Yeah. So we can't have a little feeder house. I don't think it makes any sense to do that. I think it looks natural the way it is. So let me think about what I want to do next. So I've been watching this little critter for a little bit, and he keeps hopping up on top of the feeder, but I don't think he's eating anything. His hunger bar keeps going down, and he keeps hopping on top of this thing, but he never eats anything, and I'm worried that he's not going to eat anything at all and starve, and I don't want that to happen. But we do have 5 eggs, so let's see. Okay, so interesting. I can right click with an apple and it feeds them. So maybe they need to be old enough to eat on their own from the feeder? I don't know. Interesting. I've been trying to read up on some of this stuff, but it doesn't... There's not a lot of information about the Pachycephalosaurus. I did it again. The Pachycephalosaurus. I don't know what the worm is either. I can't find anything anywhere to indicate what the worm is. The one is the age. So he's 1 day old, or one whatever. And obviously that's his health. I'm wondering if his health is because he may have suffocated in a wall or something. I guess I could probably throw a splash potion on him to heal him up. I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I am worried about the eating. But let's let him grow and see what happens. We'll go back up to our observation perch and see what he does. Alright, so reading a little further, now that he is 2 days old, you can make... So this guy is not controlled by either the skull stick or the drum. He's actually controlled by the whip. So let us... Oh, you know what? I didn't even have to do that. Why did I do that? You know, when I was roaming around the world trying to find vanilla biomes, I kept making these stupid crafting tables, and I've got a clipboard right on me. Nuts. I am nuts. Alright, there we go. And whip. Yeah, that. And before I forget, nope. It is the inventory sort key. That is why my inventory is messed up. Okay, so we have the whip. So let's see. Oh, damn. So maybe they lied. That's what it says in the wiki, that you can control it with the whip. I guess not. I can't. I think maybe it's the drum. No, the drum doesn't do anything because he's ignoring that. Huh. Well, I guess we'll pop back in a bit and see what's going on with Mr. Dinosaur. Unless I learned something new in the interim. You know, I never noticed this before. This is a nice touch. You know, I seem to recall Great Orator actually mentioning this and pointing this out to me when we did the original tour, but there was so much to take in, I think I forgot about it. That's kind of cool. Nice Kerrnel logo with the little popcorn kernel shape. I like it. So I'm up here because I'm wondering if these guys get stage fright. I left and came back to put a chunk loader in here, and I noticed that his health had gone to 495, and I'm wondering if his food rather, maybe not, because I don't remember feeding him, but it's possible that I did. So I think we're going to leave this guy till the next episode. I got a chunk loader in here, as I say, and going to see if I can do some other things and get prepared for the next episode and let him grow a bit. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Don't suffocate in the wall, you dum-dum. So we will... if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them below. And until next episode, please do take care, and hopefully we'll have something, I don't know, an all grown up dinosaur. That sounded so stupid. Anyway, we'll see you next episode.